Wanya back inside the wrestling base, coming at you with another episode of What They Expect Monday Night Raw edition. So, without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. Confirmed tonight on Monday Night Raw, since last week's event where Randy Orton did attack Ric Flair, which I seen it coming a mile away. I knew eventually he was going to catch up to Ric Flair, and tonight on Monday Night Raw, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, returned on Monday Night Raw to confront Randy Orton. And you really think Shawn Michaels want to confront Randy Orton? We can see this a mile away. Randy Orton is definitely going to attack Shawn Michaels. He's definitely going to be added to his list of legends that he have taken down over the past couple of weeks. And let me tell you the perfect dynamic tonight on Monday Night Raw as far as this whole situation. Let me tell you something. If I was on a creative team, this is how I would book this whole situation. Considering the fact that Randy Orton has RKO Drew McIntyre one time just leading into the SummerSlam pay-per-view, and really Drew McIntyre ain't really been able to get his hands on Randy Orton. So tonight, I would book this segment between Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels. You know, Randy Orton, he getting ready to attack Shawn Michaels. Then some type of way, Shawn Michaels trap Randy Orton inside the ring where there might be like a super kick, and you know he just laying there, and Drew McIntyre finally come down there and get his hands on him, and they pretty much run a train on Randy Orton. You know, if that kind of makes sense. Hey, that's what it's gonna be if I was to book the show. So I had Shawn Michaels super kick Randy Orton, then Drew McIntyre finally get that last boost of momentum heading to SummerSlam with a Claymore kick on Randy Orton. So it's pretty much how we're booking it. More than likely, what we can expect out of this whole storyline tonight on Monday Night Raw is for Randy Orton to definitely attack Shawn Michaels. We can expect that to happen. Also confirmed tonight on Monday Night Raw, the storyline between Dominik, Mysterio, and Seth Rollins definitely is going to continue heading into Dominik's debut match, SummerSlam. Like, that's a damn big accomplishment if you ask me. So as far as tonight on Monday Night Raw, it's being speculated and pitched that Rey Mysterio will return tonight on Monday Night Raw to some type of way seek revenge for his son. And considering the fact that the SummerSlam pay-per-view is just this Sunday, I really don't see it looking too good for Dominik Mysterio. I know for a fact that this match between him and Seth Rollins this Sunday is going to be good, but as far as Rey Mysterio returning, is he like still going to have this eye patch on his eyes? How is he going to really play out this eye for an match? Like, how he going to play out the results of his eye getting pulled out the socket? And overall, as far as the storyline, I just feel as though tonight on Monday Night Raw, we just going to get a very good promo out of Seth Rollins talking about how he going to dominate Dominik Mysterio this Sunday at SummerSlam. I honestly don't see Rey Mysterio return because, quite frankly, it wouldn't make sense. I feel as though they need to really just focus on Dominik being able to swim in the deep end with all the sharks and the piranhas without the help of his daddy. So tonight, we can definitely expect to see the Monday Night Messiah on Monday Night Raw. Also tonight on Monday Night Raw, we will see the United States Champion Apollo Crews in some type of physical capacity due to the fact that he do have to defend this new United States Championship against MVP at the pay-per-view, which I thought it made more sense for MVP to let Bobby Lashley fight for the United States Championship, but it's clear and obvious that they're using Lashley as kind of like the muscle of the whole Hurt Business group. So tonight on Monday Night Raw, Apollo Crews did get that sneak shot on MVP, which they was finna do some real bad stuff to Apollo Crews last week during that whole little run-in with the Hurt Business. So, since, like I said, Apollo Crews did get that cheap shot on MVP last week on Monday Night Raw, I think it only makes the more sense for Apollo Crews to gain even more momentum heading to his United States Championship match this Sunday at SummerSlam. So, we can definitely expect to see some type of encounterment between MVP and Apollo Crews alongside the Hurt Business tonight on Monday Night Raw surrounding the United States Championship. And this is going to definitely be the most uninteresting point of this whole video. We can't do it, especially with what's going on right now in WWE. We cannot do an episode of What to Expect without mentioning the group Retribution. Now, this shit is complete bogus and trash. Now, I'm always open to new ideas by WWE, but the shit that they doing, it ain't working for me. Like, It spit in the face of NWO, the Nexus, the Shield. It completely spit in all of those superstars' faces. Like 1 week, Retribution, all they members were 5 feet tall. This week around, they bringing out chainsaws and beating people up. Like, they are a little bit bigger. It seems like every week these people of Retribution are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, the first week, they was all short. The second week, it was 15 of them. The next week, it's going to be a whole gang of their ass. Like, I honestly don't get the direction that they're going in, and I blame this on the creative team. And when it all said and done, when the final people are revealed, it ain't going to be number 5 damn people. Just what? So, out of all of this, where's all these members going to go when this team is actually revealed? And as far as now Monday Night Raw, since we did get TV 14 edition of Friday Night SmackDown, and I hope it wasn't due to Retribution, because that shit that they did, it wasn't adult friendly. That shit was trash and bogus. I wasn't buying that shit. So tonight, as far as Retribution, they are definitely going to make their presence known tonight on Monday Night Raw. And that is something I'm not looking forward to tonight on Monday Night Raw. On to something that people actually want to talk about. We got the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. Now, we seen last week on Monday Night Raw, it appears that they are finally utilizing Bianca Belair alongside Angelo Dawkins, one half of the Street Profits, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. Now, as far as this storyline, I feel as though it's definitely going to continue tonight, and I'm really enjoying the storyline between these two teams because Montez Ford is really, he jumping out the gym as far as the Street Profits. Hey, he literally jumped like, he's an amazing athlete, and I feel as though what they're doing right now, it makes the most sense booking-wise because some people, when it comes to the Street Profits, my brother personally don't like the Street Profits. I don't know why. I feel as though they're very entertaining, and whoever wants to smoke can get it. So whenever it comes to those two superstars, I think people love to like take each member of a team and split them up. So as far as what they're doing now is they really showing us what Angelo Dawkins can do without Montez Ford. And of course he's not really injured, and of course he's definitely going to show up this Sunday at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. And it's pretty much confirmed that the Street Profits are definitely going to lose the Raw Tag Team Championship due to the fact that they did some type of way poison Montez Ford. So tonight on Monday Night Raw, we can definitely expect to see Montez Ford not be there still. He may very well return tonight on Monday Night Raw, but he definitely won't be in action. But as far as Angelo Dawkins, I can definitely see him going against Angel Garza tonight on Monday Night Raw. And we could if we lucky, we could very well see Zelina Vega go one-on-one against Bianca Belair again because, like I said last week, those storylines and match between these two teams was definitely interesting. And I look forward to seeing what they got next as far as the Raw Tag Team Champions. And we also got the Raw Women's Champion Sasha Banks and the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley, and together the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions tonight on Monday Night Raw. What we can expect out of this pairing is more than likely Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott are definitely next in line as far as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Like, sad to say, but that's really the only reason that they got the Riott Squad back together, because the creative team are not fucking creative at all. And I feel as though Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan alone could have got the World Championship on their own. But since, like I said in the beginning of time, it was a dumb idea to have women's tag team champions. I get the idea of doing it, but the female roster is not big enough for women's tag team champion. I think the most logical thing, and you can go back to my old videos, I always said they should have a mid-card women, a secondary mid-card women's championship. Like, that would have made the most sense, and that would have gave a lot of more opportunity. You could very well seen the Leah Morris and the Ruby Riott become the secondary, mid-card women's champion. But like I said, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott are definitely next in line as far as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, and they're definitely going to win. And on the flip side, as far as the WWE Raw Women's and SmackDown Women's Champions Sasha Banks and Bayley tonight on Monday Night Raw, we all know Asuka is set to challenge for both women's championships this Sunday at SummerSlam. Now, a key factor that we all gotta really put into perspective and consider is every time Sasha Banks has won the women's championship, her first title defense, she has lost the championship. So that's something that we all need to look like. That's something we need to look into and look forward to as far as SummerSlam pay-per-view. And Also, as far as Bayley, she lost her one-on-one match against Asuka last week on Monday Night Raw, which proves that she can defeat her. So, with that being said, one of them gotta lose their women's championship this Sunday at SummerSlam, and I got a strong feeling it's going to be Sasha Banks, and that's pretty much going to set up the Sasha Banks versus Bayley match for the SmackDown Women's Championship in the near future. And Asuka, only way Asuka loses this Raw Women's Championship match this Sunday at SummerSlam is she gets screwed. And Bayley, she's definitely not going to lose her championship before Sasha Banks. So tonight on Monday Night Raw, we can definitely expect to see Asuka gain even more momentum heading into both of her women's championship matches, because when you're the champion like Sasha Banks, Bayley, Drew McIntyre, hell, even Apollo Crews, you really don't need no momentum heading into the pay-per-view because you already the fucking champion. You got the championship, you got momentum. Fuck momentum, you got the championship. You don't need that shit heading to the pay-per-view. So as far as now on Monday Night Raw, we can definitely expect to see Asuka hand raised in victory, momentum in her pocket, heading into both of her women's championship matches this Sunday at SummerSlam. And like I said, one of those motherfuckers are losing those championships. And I got a strong feeling it's going to be Sasha Banks. So, with that pretty much being everything what we can expect as far as Monday Night Raw tonight, feel free to smash the like button, super kick subscribe button, comment down below, and hit that bell notification. Till next time, this is the Wrestling Basement.